Hello, welcome to Alan Wake. This is one of the best games ever made. And it's one of the best games because it's that sort of game that you can't actually put your finger on. I mean, it's a book that went into a game that actually shows the writer of a book that is caught in. Anyway, it's something like that. It's it's a lot of artistic value in the game anyway because you're playing as a book writer who is actually being attacked by his own creation. It seems so, and the world is invaded by darkness. And let's start the game. Let's play on normal for now.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I stay on my feet.
So this game is so good that actually a lot of people gave it a positive review, and it's one of those games that for some, well, I know the reason, for some reason got taken off Steam because of some copyright issues, but then it came back on Steam. And it's now on sale.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Well, the story of the
bridge
game,
had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
I picked up a thermos right here. The story of the game is good, the setting is good, the art style is very good, the graphics are good. So what can you complain about in this game? Well, you may complain about the combat, but I actually really appreciate that they made the combat like this, because a lot of games who already have the art, I'm using my fingers to count now, already have the art style, already have the story, some gameplay elements, the voice acting done, and it's pretty good. They just throw away the gameplay because, well, that's what they want, no? Missing. Have you seen this man? I think I have seen this man. So, if they have all those elements, they just, how to say, they put a budget on the other elements, I feel. But not this game. This game, I mean, you couldn't have done a better job with what you had, the combat in this game. Okay, let's switch. He's back and there is a wall where you came from, in the tunnel.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. You would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories.
There's nothing in here, I checked.
It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
I like it that he just sits there and insults you for about a minute or so. Anyway, this is very scary. I'm just laughing because I noticed something the second time I'm playing this.
You missed your deadline! Damn.
This could get out of tracking.
You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
That is just amazing. I mean, I like the atmosphere of this game. Hitchhikers, beware.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Well, this is a bit tricky here, and I like this part a lot. I mean, there is nothing coming after you, but you feel so threatened by whatever that is that you run. Ouch, that hurt. The storm is coming. And it stops right there, I think. Yeah. It's not one of those games that makes it unfair for you.
Hurry!
I'm coming. Help me. Well, that's a scary darkness.
It's me! Let's do it!
I don't remember you.
Oh no!
Shoot him.
Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
And they didn't make it excessively violent or gory.
Trapped. There was no way out.
This is a psychological horror. A book? Conspiracy of Fate?
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
The light keeps you safe.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Completely healed. I'll actually
Well done.
I'll
I
actually
have
do
something important to tell you.
Okay,
It goes
tell
like
me.
this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. This way. There's no time. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Pick up turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
I have a very hard time commenting on this game because its narrative is so good and so well done that it's almost a shame to ruin it.
Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Pick up the revolver.
I'm just having some fun with it. Notice how they went with the revolver. The
Good.
revolver.
You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Thank you.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
So they went with the revolver. The revolver is more of a romantic weapon, more of a weapon that has a lot of history behind it, a weapon that was the beginning of the modern era. Anyway, it's used in most books, most artistic movies, most dramas, because this is not the most efficient weapon. The most efficient weapon would be the semi-automatic pistols, like the Glocks and the 17 magazine. Anyway, I don't want to get into that, but they choose a romantic weapon. They choose something for a book, something for a killer, something for, well, a movie weapon. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, I have to go to the lighthouse. And the difficulty of the game really affects how it plays. I will die a few times because it's been a long time since I played it.
In this way, and now I'm gonna
The enemies in this game are, I don't know. Oh, I thought that was closed. Are a bit strange in the first part of the game, but once you advance through the story, it all becomes a lot better. I mean, you get used to it, and the game picks up on the gameplay aspect. Because right now the narrative is so much stronger than the gameplay.
This is it.
And you don't have to kill everyone, like we saw. Sorry, but I'm just having so much fun with this game. I mean, it's so atmospheric, so... part horror game, part horror story.
Just like
Yeah, this game has some cool mechanics to it. And your flashlight will reload. But you can also put a battery in it to instantly reload it. No thank you, not today. Goodbye. And actually didn't have found all the thermos, the coffee first with the coffee in them, but I think I'll do another playthrough of it and finish that achievement, but for now, let's focus on the main story. And this is actually one of those games that will really scare you on a psychological level, because the gameplay is not that scary.
I can keep this up forever!
Or it is sometimes. Look at the Alan Wake board. You can actually die if you go. Oh, that was a big one. And it's still coming for you. Oh, this game is so cool. It's so hard to do a commentary on it.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Fresh seafood. I like to read the signs. Triples D, I didn't catch that. So, one thing I should warn you about this game, you don't play this
Let's
game.
act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Don't play this game if you're not in the mood for it. This is like a book. This is like a very good book. Don't ruin your experience if you don't feel like playing the game.
Damn,
Alan,
yuppies.
before he missed the shot.
Where do you want me to stand? Oh, okay. Come on. This is the hardest part of the game.
Let's see who has the last laughs. Okay. Good day to you too.
Where? Oh, that old man. Oops.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Thank you.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry.
Look at
I
that.
can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Well, I don't know if there is something to collect around here, but I searched for it. Okay, that's a dead end. So, you really have to be in the mood to play this game. If you
Come on,
play the
Slowpoke.
game when
You
you're
get the full
having...
service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you...
Thank you for that,
We need
my
to stop
lovely
at the
wife.
local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this.
Yeah, Alan Wake.
Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation. And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
I wasn't ready to leave. I needed to find Carl Stuckey to get the key to the cabin.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Do me a
Rusty here.
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
This game is so immersive. A lot of modern games should really learn from this game because look at this. He's not wearing the traditional... I hate those shoes. The pants are pretty good, but the jacket and his hoodie and whatever he's wearing is looking very nice. I mean, they made a good job by giving him a better personality, not just some famous stuck-up writer, talented writer, by the way.
Now let me get this straight.
And the game gives you a lot of freedom sometimes. Did something prompt me? Eh? What do you want? Oh, coffee thermos, yeah. That's number 2 of 100.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
So So this is reality as it seems.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Okay.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Thank you. Let's go out of the darkness.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
She's really an important part of the story. You'll see her a lot.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hunky. It swells up like a balloon if I
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Don't worry, you will see them later in the game. They're a good bunch.
I'll be heading back to work as soon as Dr. Hartman gets here, Rose. Oh, but I'm not
That's your
looking
wife.
forward to the poison we have at the Park Cafe.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Perfect. Perfect immersion, perfect gameplay, perfect everything.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Oh. The plot thickens.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Stucky.
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Well, so this was mostly the intro and the diver's isle.
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia.
Let's go
A
up.
fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Ah, this is so peaceful, so nice. I mean, you don't notice these things, but listen to the music, the sound of nature, the water, the sky, the mountains. Alice. And so this is what a perfect game looks like. I'm sorry, this was a bit of a longer intro than I would have wanted for a short gameplay review, but this is such a beautiful game. I'll actually continue the game on my own let's play after I finish this one. So this is where I'll end the game for now. See you next time. Hope you really enjoyed this game because it's such a good game, such a part of gaming history. And this is what you get by combining a book writer and a game. It's a hard thing to describe in my opinion because I really look out for the small details. Well, until next time, bye bye.